Nah.
America loves economy.
Canada's weird. Living in Canada and wanting to get like big into esports, typically they don't work unless you're like a player like Huck, for example.
Yeah.
Huck.
And Huck's like got dual citizenship though, so he's only half Canadian.
Well, I got dual citizenship, but it still doesn't matter when you're going to pay for your tickets.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, game number 3, the semifinals, guys. We do have Necrogen / Sauron / Point Defense, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who there? And Llamas? Death to Llamas?
Death to Llamas!
Death to Llamas. All right, semifinals.
Why do you want to kill llamas? What did they ever do to you? Did they kick your dog or something?
Your mama's llama. I don't know. Do not know, sir, but you know what? We're going to see a clash of the titans here in these semifinals.
Yeah. Point Defense going to ban Wukong first. We're going to see a Caston ban, followed by a Poppy ban. And there's going to be a Llamas ban also. Last 2 bans looking probably going to be, I'm going to guess, Yorick and... Who do I think the other ban would be? Yorick... Urgot?
Wukong, Poppy, Caston, Rammus, Yorick, yeah. Well, Urgot would complete the... or Warwick. Those are 2 of the other ones that we've seen today. We still have Jax on the table. Jax has been proving to be pretty deadly.
Yeah, Jax is, gets banned once in a while. He's not quite as dangerous as Pantheon is. But he could certainly be frightening. He's one of those characters that he goes from being a good gank to being kind of this crazy duelist. And Sauron picking up Urgot right there.
Yeah,
first pick.
Last ban there was Warwick, and the first thing picked up Urgot. So good game bottom. Excellent to see. Cheese Enema versus the blind pick Banditos. They're the other semifinalists right now, guys. So we will be seeing the winner of this versus the winner of that. My money's on the blind pick Bandits. You know, they're a really top-notch team. But hey, Cheese Enema just showed us amazing strength in their last round. So you know, could be anybody's game. And I see people chatting. You know, hey, do you have what it takes to be a shoutcaster? You know, talk to FeedSki. If this stuff gets big enough, you could start running multiple tournament streams. You know, hey, there's another semifinals, another shoutcasting team ready to go. You know, it's up to you guys to help grow this, right? So,
yeah, if you guys want to get into shoutcasting, spectate a game, record it, commentate over it. If you have LoL replay, get someone to send you a game, you know, or play a game yourself, fire it up, you know, record it, post it online, you know. Yeah. Get into events like this. This is long term. Like, we're not looking at starting this anytime like right soon, but we do eventually want to get into having multiple tournament streams. That's a ways off in the future.
Easy. Like, I'm just here to hang out and enjoy. Like, I'm not a solid pick. I'm not a solid caster. Like, I'm not saying every week it must be me. You know, it's all flexible. So, if you
bendy like a noodle.
If you think you got a chance, sure, come on over. Like, it's just fun for us, right?
Oh, what? See Ani Snake in the chat. And Tara! Hey guys, what is up?
Fans of yours?
Been watching all through the NESL VODs the last couple of weeks. See a lot of you guys.
Alright, well, back to the game. After that Sauron pick, it does look like Alistar, and they're trolling us. I'm protecting your summoner icons, guys. You don't have to troll us with those kind of things. But Magi Melkor with that Jax.
Yeah, and on the other side we have okay, that's a bunch of champs I don't normally see. But we got Corki, Nidalee, Lulu, and Skarner. Skarner's a champion that I love seeing in Dominion. I'm a big fan of Skarner. He suffers a little bit from his range. He's, you know, doesn't really have like a gap closer. He has a gap taking with her. I don't know what you would quite call that. And Nidalee's got excellent poke with the spear. Skarner's quite durable. Can dish out some damage. We've seen what Lulu can do. Looks like Rai is on the other side now.
Skarner sounds like a bottom pick to me.
Skarner's more of a top champ than a bottom champ.
I don't think I've ever seen him go top. At least early. Like, you maybe switch out, but I don't think I've ever seen a Skarner go top early.
I know Skarner does bot. Like, I've seen bot Skarners, but my personal experience, I see more Skarner tops and play with more Skarner tops than bottoms. See a Riven pick from Necrogen.
Riven's just strong overall. She has an excellent tool set here, and I know you do, Feedski. Can we just ban Sauron instead of his champ, says Forks Life. Oh man. But yeah, Riven, Summoner's Rift, very viable jungle, very viable top. Here, still a very viable duelist. Like, I think she still has an excellent kit.
Yeah, Riven can also, you know, throw out some significant damage. Her CC is awesome, and she just put out so much like damage and CC. She can be tanky, but it feels to me like she's slow. It feels like that's one of her primary weaknesses.
We'll see. I see an Olaf now picked up the last pick here from Purple Team, so True Damage Lightning Bolt's going to be coming out of the sky quite a bit. I've done the tanky cooldown reduction on Olaf with a little bit of Armor Pen, and True Damage just raining down. It's hit or miss for me, but I'm of course not nearly as good as these guys, so what do you typically do with an Olaf?
Olaf is a PM, but Olaf's actually a champ that I'm not terribly experienced with, unfortunately. We've hit a couple of those ones today where I don't have as much in-game time with them. I haven't seen them on stream too often, and I haven't been in too many games with them.
I'm still going with the Skarner bot in this lineup. Looking at, you know, blue team, I think Ryze could definitely go bot. Definitely Urgot as well.
Yeah, Ryze is a solid bottom champ. I think Urgot's a better bottom champion than Ryze is. I don't know who's gonna bottom for the other side.
Oh, just looking at the chat comments, people are saying they like the Olaf. People are saying Nunu's strongest one-on-one cares in the game. That's debatable in my opinion, but my opinion's invalid for most of this stuff anyways. Alright, game is started, so off goes the protection. You can see again the typical revives, the typical garrisons, the exhausts. No promote this round, just a lot of greens, a lot of yellows out there.
You put them together, you get a slightly yellow or green. I was trying to make a Ziploc joke, but I realized halfway through it that I'd screwed it up already.
A Ziploc joke? Okay.
Yeah, you know, yellow and blue make green seal. For those of us that are
so.
old enough to remember that. Because now it's purple and it's like red and blue, or like a magenta and blue makes purple. Used to be Ziploc, the bag with the yellow and blue make green seal, and then like hold it upside down and show that your vegetables don't fall out.
Now, I don't think I've really seen a dedicated AD carry today, and I'm looking at Corky right now.
Ooh, people talking about Revive in the chat. I'm going to touch on that real quick. Revives, ladies and gentlemen, are a really important thing to have in Dominion because of a couple of different factors. If that early fight at Windmill, if you have a champ that dies off early or something like that, you can just pop them right back into the fight. Maybe not right into the fight, but you hit that revive, you can run back up there, and it helps prolong that neutral period. It gives you more time to sort of decide the outcome in the initial fight. You can only really counter revives with other revives. That's why you see both sides taking them. Another thing about revives, let's say you're a bottom laner. Someone pushes you up against your tower, you get killed. You hit that revive, you come straight back down to your bottom tower, and they do not get that neutral off. Or they don't get that cap off. Either way, it helps you sort of shut down that push. Revive can become really pivotal late on in the game when you have fights that, you know, end up like really far onto one side of the map or the other. Have you ever seen those fights where people get really committed to taking Refinery or Drill? They're all the way on the other side of the map. And then you get that one guy that kind of scissors off to the opposite end and tries to do that back cap or something. If someone dies during that 3v3 exchange, you can pop that revive, you can go over there and you can shut that down. The movement speed increase and the ability to sort of ignore that death timer once in a while really helps you capitalize on an enemy mistake that they make. It helps you recover from a mistake that you make, or it just helps recover from any opportunity where you see, hey, I can take advantage of this, and you're dead. And it's like, oh, I can just not be dead and take advantage of this and put myself into a leading position. Both sides take revive because you can only really counter revive by taking it. And that's why you end up with 9-10 revives.
Yep. Revive has definitely shown its strengths again and again. And guys, if you go into solo queue and people are like, "Oh, you took Revive, you're fucking shock," blah 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 blah, just ignore them. Don't worry. You know
Also,
what, you know what you're doing. They don't.
The cooldown Revive is the same. You get to use it a couple times a match. That's it.
It's a 9 minutes or so. It's a 9-minute cooldown.
Long.
So if you start prolonging the match, you can get two uses out of it. But you got to really use it like that first fight. You go up there, you throw down everything. If you die, immediately use it, because then you'll get that second use out of it. So actually, I guess that you get 3 times out of it: the 0, the 9, the 18. To get 4 out of it, it has to be a ridiculously close game.
And at the loading screen now, looking at the champions that we have here. Up top, we have Point Defense. We have Sauron playing as Urgot, Magi Melkor playing as Jax, F. Drew playing as Alistar, Toodles playing as Rise, and Necrogen playing as Bunny Riven. Who do we got on the bottom side, Jester?
Well, for death to llamas, your mama's llama is running Corky. I just needed to say that. Nidalee on Forge Life, Lulu on Volandum, Skarner, Half-Hearted, Olaf on Vinac, and I'm very disappointed that nobody's skinned to win whatsoever on the Death to Llamas team.
Nope. No one's,
Nobody at all.
People are like, psh, Riot points, whatever, free game. Give me all my IP, buy all my champs, yeah.
Yep, that's what I do.
They're just waiting for the right sale. As soon as White Mage Vigor goes on sale again. Bam! Not even a question.
Most of my skins are like Riot skins from cards.
Yeah, I've got,
Pax Jax, Pax Severe.
Most of mine are like...
Riot Sin,
like
Riot
that.
Masses.
I've bought... How many skins did I bought? No, I've just bought one. I bought High Command Cat. And, I'll buy White Mage Vigor. And that's probably it.
So if people are having trouble making out what some of these summoners are, this green one with the guy in the middle, that's Revive. And this other green one with kind of like a trebuchet thingy in it is the Garrison. So we're running Garrisons, Revives. We have a flash on Alistar, which is curious, as well as Nidalee. I can understand Alistar for get in front of you, do the combo, headbutt you backwards. Very curious as to the flash on Nidalee.
Flash on Nidalee could just be an escape mechanism, could be used offensively. I think it's just standard fare summoner choice. I don't really see too much of a dynamic that can go along with that.
Yeah, I don't know. So we'll have to see if Forge Life has something in mind for it or not. But overall, Flash, not that useful a skill here on Dominion. I mean, a lot of the champions, at least the more picked champions, have those built-in escape mechanisms to boot. So you don't really need to pile one on top of the other.
Yeah, Flash definitely better for StarCraft, less good as your summoner spell. I think there's things that could better fit your team.
Did you just make a Flash joke from StarCraft?
Yes.
I give you props, good sir.
How many props do I need before I can redeem it for stuff?
A few more.
Cool.
Bottom pick does look to be Rise, however, for Sauron's team for point defense, because he does have that catalyst, and without boots, it's very indicative that you're not really racing to the top. But I say that, and I see Sauron in that bottom lane, so WTF.
Yeah, the thing with no boots is it's usually a click war up top to interrupt things at windmill. Usually that's to delay until the rest of your team gets there and no one really commits until people are there. Unless you get caught by, maybe you get caught by like a clairvoyance or something like that on the way up and someone, maybe a blitzcrank shot over a wall. There are things that keep that from happening, but that's one of the normal, outcomes for the beginnings. People get up there, they start click canceling.
Corky is going to be our bottom pick. Oh crap, Forge Life.
Good DC from Forged.
It does look like Corky is aiming bottom as well as Sauron, but again, could just be, they're just taking protective measures until the end for whatever reason. They were trolling us with their summoners, even though I blocked them for them as requested, but it does look like your mama's llama is going to be bottom, as Forged Life is not here. Oh, Skarner's going to come bottom as well. So they're going to split 2-2. So I guess this is saying that they know they cannot win that top, so they're going to have to split into other venues. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. A 4v5 opener is not something I have like any experience with. We'll see if Forge Life reconnects at any point soon here. We have a fight going on at top. Volandum walking up into the fight there. A lot of damage getting put on, chasing him out of that right away. Vanac gonna hang out in the bushes. No, he's gonna move over.
Oh.
Try and save Lulu, maybe?
Well, exhaust coming out means that a few extra auto attacks are able to land. There's the headbutt, but there was no combo, but there's the flash combo. And first blood being drawn by Jaxes. Now, they're kind of behind enemy lines, but at the same time, all they have to do is just keep those 3 points, and they're going to get that lead. I see Riven down south going up against Your Mama's Llama, who's, again, just kind of not on the same side that he wants to be. He Valkyried over this way, and now Necrogen's just going to be able to chase him down and mercilessly hunt him.
Yep, forcing him away into the middle of the map there, and just chasing. Definitely with the... Oh, Skarner half hard coming in to save Your Mama's Llama, but F-Drew catching him right there. You walked into a cow, sir. And half hard, all the damage from the team getting put on him right away, and he's going to go down. Vanac just throwing his axe around, being like, hey guys, I'm Olaf, I still exist. And they're like, oh, cool. And they're going to go ahead and go for that bottom point there. Necrogen going to run right past it to engage while Magic Melkor begins capping it.
Well, this is going to be a very quick match in this regard. There we go. Force Life now finally reconnecting. The damage is kind of done. A lot of map control being sunk into point defense at this stage in the game. Can Nidalee actually move? Did she actually reconnect?
We will find out momentarily. Bottom side of the map, Death Llama's pushing point defense back, or point defense tactically retreating of their own accord, however way you feel would best describe it.
Hey,
F-Drew up at the top. Yay! Nidalee moved. I saw Nidalee move.
Alright, this is the counterattack. Begins now. Don't people say
Counter
that?
a cat.
Counterattack. Or counter that cat. I don't know. Nidalee jokes. But that's what people say in movies, right? It's just like, oh, we're losing. Oh, no. Counterattack starts now. So let's see what Forged Life can bring into this. But, you know, we have about a 70-point difference. You know, we have a few kills on the board. Oh, yeah, I was going to change these to kill death. There you go. And... yeah, it's looking point defense's favor at this point.
Oh, yep, you can see the bottom lane, still a lot of heavy pressure being applied there, but we have F-Drew up at the top getting pushed back up against his tower, being pursued by Vanac. Vanac with the exhaust going down on Fadru. You got a Garrison going down on that, defensive Garrison it looks like, and gonna get struck down by that lightning, and they're gonna take that top point.
Forged Life comes in, does not get the kill on top of Toodles, just needed one more auto attack, but Magi Melkor with the Jax leap strike was enough to be able to drop that. Wow, Black living with 50 hit points, as now he's going to go toe-to-toe here with Volanda. They were able to actually neutralize the point, which means that Red has a good chance of getting it back, but not after Necrogen just slam dunked into that Olaf, and she's able to clean up top, no problem. And what happened to bottom? More deaths? More kills? Corky's down.
Yep, bottom lane, Corky went down, point got neutraled, Half-Hearted came down to start retaking it. We got Vanac hit his revive, get back on the field, and he's going somewhere. Magic Melkor's recalling right now, Sauron swinging down bottom, and Toodles and F-Drew hanging out in the bushes. Oh, F-Drew, you found Vanac! And Force Life putting some damage on him, gonna chase him out of there. Necrogen coming down in a pretty bad spot. Toodles getting hit there. Vanac got the Rise ultimate going down. Necrogen getting chased out away from that. After with the Airborne, trying to keep everyone away, and he's going to go down. We got Your Mama's Llama's team chasing them up to the top. Necrogen defending 1v3 up there. He's going to get taken out as well. And it looks like they're en route to securing that quest point. Force Life rends a nice spear on Toodles there and forces him away from that point.
But at the same time, bottom lane was taken out. Point defense still contains the 3 points. It's shifted a little bit, sure, but we do have the graveyard really in their control. So Corky, not been able to do too much in this bottom lane. What is he sitting at right now? He's 0-4-1. Went with cooldown boots, as well as the brutalizer for the armor penetration. So the armor penetration, cool, but cooldown boots?
He's got a lot of CDR, you know, from that. It looks like he's just fancies his abilities a lot, and he's a Valkyrie out of that stun there. Magic Melkor and Sauron hanging down to defend the bottom turret in the middle of the map. Necrogen gonna get kidnapped by Skarner right there. Got the Rise ult going down. A lot of damage being sprayed around by both teams. Necrogen, wow. Gonna get the broken wings there. Very, very pretty. Toodles now. The focus target is going to get taken out. Not quite. Maybe. Oh my god, he got away! Toodles escapes with his life, and Olaf goes down.
That cow, man. That battle cow. Really putting it to Vanac. as he did drop. Very unfortunate. But yeah, Sauron still defending this bottom lane. Points are still ticking, 450 to 300. Your mama's llama is having a hard time getting out of base with this Sauron, but he Valkyries in. Sauron puts up the shield immediately, just serves that Yordos. Cold dish of pain, and now Vanak is going to be throwing out that axe, but unfortunately he does not seem to be winning this auto attack war. Sauron with the shield as well as the deeps gets the double, but at the same time we had Half-Hearted go down south for that cap, but he's not going to get it.
Yep, neutral going to get off from the minions there. Half-Heart going to chase him away, or is Sauron going to stay and he's going to try and delay this?
He has no reason not to. There's no revives up. They just got that top point. This one is now neutral, so keep it neutral. I mean, he had absolutely nothing to lose, though it does look like he will be heading back, and we are going to get this bottom point back for Death to Llamas. Have to keep thinking of it in. Yeah.
Seems a lot of CDR boots on Point Defense's team. Urgot's got him, Jack's got him, Riven's got him. So, looks like they are very interested in being able to use their abilities as often as possible. Magic Melkor and Toodles heading down to the bottom. Looks like they're looking for Corki. Your mama's llama going to head right on back to that turret. We got F Drew up at the top, heading up into a position where he's going to be able to defend. And looks like the Point Defense looking to make a move bottom.
Bam, Sauron, Magi, they're going to be pushing up. We got the 4-man red gank squad roaming in this jungle. They might be able to find Christina V, a.k.a. Necrogen.
Yep, Necrogen seeing it, not liking what he sees. He's going to duck right back into the darkness there and move away. He's going to go over here, try and interrupt the cap. Gets caught by Valandum and Half-Hard. There we go. We got the Skarner ultimate going on right there. And we have the Lulu ultimate as well. Necrogen doing a very, very good job of defending that. Now safely on the tower for the moment.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a fight going on here as well. Olaf and Rise, so a lot of split there. It does look like this bottom point was neutralized by Forged Life, but it does not have the confidence to actually sit there and take it back. It does look like Riven as well. She's just kind of defending, heading on back to town. This top point could be a little bit more in trouble. Drill is getting neutralized. It actually is now neutralized. Valandum and Half-Hearted now here with Vanak, but that Battle Cow really just does not want to go down. Can he get this kill on top of Valandum? He does it. Use the flash.
And Lulu, no! Do not stand in that. That is a laser F Drew. That was very scary. Force Life going to retreat now. Going to try and land a spear. Maybe Vanak misses with the undertow there. Bottom point still in possession by... oh, what the...
Yeah. So it's going for a 5 cap. That's what they were doing. It's not looking good right now.
Small break in my VOD because I accidentally clicked the Skype pickup that pop-up that came right up in front of my mini-map.
GG, well played.
Missed a couple seconds there. Necrogen now going to maybe go for a neutral on this. He's going to pick that fight with Half-Hearted right there. Got a stun from Riven, got a stun from Jax, got a root from Rise. Everything bad happening to him at once. Vanak with the true damage lightning right there. Forged Life, not a lot of resistance, taking a big hit out of his health. He's going to get taken out by F Drew. Vanak now standing alone as the last DPS. You got Garrison on that turret. Oh, you got Cap going down from F Drew. Gonna kick Valandum right up against that wall there. Got a snare on him as well. And it's musical chairs with who's capping and who's fighting here. Gets that interrupt, but now finally getting taken down by the overload from Rise.
Good job, Lulu. Really keeping that point from getting hit, but it will go down to the blue team. Necrogen now has to run away. We've used everything from the Battle Cow, but we're going to be throwing the ultimate on top of Toodles. And now Toodles will be dropping a little bit of revenge coming out for the Death to Llama team. But Sauron, again, Magic Melkor, they melted down Corki, and they are going to grab this point back. So it is still looking pretty dire for Death to Llamas.
Yeah, Death to Llamas is going to have to make some sort of play here. I don't know what would be the best one for them to perform in their current situation. Force Life going for the top, but F Drew sees that and is going to kick her through a building. That must have hurt. Necrogen trying to catch up, and yeah, does successfully catch up and land that stun. Got the broken wings, goes off. Doesn't quite deal enough damage to finish him off. He's going to retreat to the tower, but he's probably going to dive right on through that. And yeah, F Drew begins the cap while Riven pursues. And a spear from Forged Life. Oop, the exhaust going down. Necrogen now, Half-Hard getting punted away there. And a lot of damage being exchanged. Toodles and Magic Melkor coming up to the drill. Also, got Urgot forcing Corki back to the summoner platform down near the bottom again. And Garrison goes down to defensive Garrison on that turret there. Turret doing a lot of damage. Getting the most shots in. Oh, there we go. We got Magic Melkor jumping in, drops the stun, walks right back out of there. Valandum finally goes down. Half-Hard now trying to defend this point. Forge Life jumps in, but then is forced out. Fadru kicking half hard off the turret. And all the contention's on it. Wow, that spear!
Good spear, yeah.
Berries rise. And clock ticking down. Well, Death for Llamas not in a good position to be able to bring this back.
It's GG, well played. Yeah, Death for Llama's unfortunate start because of Forge Life's computer issue, but you know, get that early map advantage against point defense, or you're going to be in for some pain. Point defense now extending their win series pretty convincingly, and they will be moving on to the finals, I do believe, unless FeedSki says otherwise. But yeah, Nidalee had some spears, but came a little bit late to the party. So I don't know. Overall, with just their team fighting, they had Corki bottom against Urgot, got stomped a lot. Olaf trying with those, you know, those lightning bolts just seemed to get shut down. You know, Riven jumps on him, Jax jumps on him, Rise just puts him in place.
Yeah, it was one CC right after another there. Just 1, 2, 3. Cow. It's not a number, but you get the idea.
I don't know. I really would not have expected Corki to go bottom. I really kind of expect him to go top, where he can just sit in the back and start lobbying bombs and missiles and Valkyrie in for those clutch kills or escapes. But bottom, one-on-one, especially against an Urgot? I don't know, man. I think that could have been done a little bit better, but, you know, learning potential. 0-8-1 Corki by the end of it.
Well, you know, that's, yeah, KDR's doesn't have... It's telling of a few things, but it's not the end-all be-all in Dominion as much as it is in Summoner's Rift. It's really interrupts that I think really makes a player. How many times they're interrupting, how many times they're trying to caps interrupts, because you can have tons of deaths in a game. I've seen a Talon go like 0-12 once, but he never lost his bottom tower all game. You know? So, deaths, you don't want to lean on too much, as long as their towers or their role is still being performed effectively.
I'm assuming Blind Pig Bandits is the other game. I can jump into that right now, FeedSki. I have the mic on my list. We could jump in, but I can't spectate his game. That's interesting. Apparently I can't spectate it.
Oh.
It's not speccable.
That's sad face.
Not too sure why. Okay, so we can't jump into the other game that's going on. So, unfortunate. FeedSki! He's like, go, jump into the other game. Like, it's not speculative. It's like, oh yeah, I told him to turn off specs. Good game, well played, FeedSki.
Do that thing that I made not possible.
No worries. Alright guys, so we're just going to have to wait for the next, for the other semifinals to finish.